I never liked the idea of love in the first place. Marriage was out of questions, but even if it was for marrying, I knew that I would never have a love marriage. Mine will have to arrange marriage for some reason. I have okay with that. During my first year in graduate college, my grandma talked about these guys to my parents as a shouter. I grew up in a very conservative society where, in cases of marriage, the choice is up to the hands of the groom's side. The bride side just waits for the answer. However, when my dad told me about it, I agreed because till now I have not learned to say no to my dad. So before I meet the guys, I meet his dad, and frankly, I really liked him. He had a very welcoming face, and then after a month, when he so arrived from Canada, I was in Middle East, and when I returned, there was only a week left before he leaves again for Canada. However, I did meet him. My first impressions about him was zero, and something told me at that point he did not like me either. So I thought this would never work out. But after 2 days, I get a call from his dad that his son wants to take to me. And then the next night, he calls me. We talked for a pretty long time. I learned that his parents are divorced and that he does not take to girls much, and that he was amazed by my height on the first day he met me. We continued taking on the phone for 3 more days. I fell for him. I knew it was really fast and easy, but it did. I realized I had no control over my heart and just fell for it. I kept waiting for his calls. Every time my phone rang, I would get excited. I experienced a feeling that I have never felt before. I knew that what I feel were real, and from the ways he talked, I figured he felt the same. The day before he left for Canada, he visited me. That every day he talked to my grandma and told her that he liked me and has considered marrying me and would marry me after 8 months. When I heard this, I was really happy, the happiest I have been in all my family. But like everything, happiness to come with an expiry date. I have never met his mom. She called to me. She called to see me 2 days after he left her for Canada. I knew from the moment I met her that the woman did not like me. Firstly, because it was the father who chose me, and since they were divorced, she would never appreciate his choice. And secondly, unlike the father, she was very high nosed and very picky in her selections. I knew my meeting with her did not go well, so I told my parents and my grandma. My grandma confronted me that the guys has already considered taking me his wife, and that the father liked me too, so it would not be a problem. The guys told me and even my grandma that he's really his job on Canada and barely has any time to take other than Sundays, and that once he reached there he would give me calls, but he never did there was signs of him or his family. The funny part was they said yes and vanished off. But I was heartbroken. I cried every night. I could never share my pain with anyone, hence I am hiding. And I did not. Now, what hurts more is indirect rejections or me never getting him. I still waiting for him call every Sunday. I have this hope in me that he is going to give me a call, but he never does. I keep wondering what did I say to make him feel this way. Keep asking myself where was I wrong? I keep recalling the conversations we had, keep wondering that he meet me going back there and hoping he would call me on a Sunday. Why did this happens to me? For I have done nothing wrong and I don't have the capacity to move on.